Why don't you tell me about yourself?
My name is Spencer LaRue. I'm initially from Arizona. I have been a mechanic for the last 10 years of my life. Coming out of high school, I went to community college, trade school initially, for automotive. I then transferred to a community college to get an associate's degree in automotive technology. I have many industry certifications. I am certified through Hunter Engineering Company to do modified vehicle alignments. I am certified through the National Institute of Automotive Service Excellence, ASCE, and I have a few other little certifications through Fluke Multimeters, etc. I really strive in schooling and certification. I'm a big advocate for it, and I will continue to pursue further certifications. I was a civilian mechanic for the last 8 years, and the last couple years I been a mechanic for the military. I left my civilian job, joined the military to be a mechanic.
Why should I hire you?
I have a continued interest in this industry, particularly Mercedes Benz, which is why I'm applying for this job here. And I believe in fix the first time and no comebacks. I think that everything should be as if it's not even noticeable that you're in there. Every clip, every fastener should be back the way it was. How it came apart is how it goes back together. Um, I'm currently going for my bachelor's degree in communication, and I also am going to consider getting my master's degree after that. I will also be looking through any certifications or schooling that you may offer.
Hmm. What are your major strengths?
My major strengths is I am very much mechanically inclined. I have been put under every condition possible, um, being civilian, having availability to all the tools, parts, and publications that I need, and being in the military where I've been out in field environments where they have not had the tools or materials or publications needed to repair vehicles. I've worked under many conditions, cold, hot, night, day. Um, some more of my strengths would be I'm very good at diagnostics. That is my number one thing that I lean toward. Aside my mechanical repairs, I do have the ability to fix things and figure things out rather quickly. Um,
What are your major weaknesses?
my major weaknesses, I'd say the biggest thing is it may be time. I believe that everything should be fixed the first time and not coming back. I do fixate on a lot of the things that I'm doing, and I will not release a vehicle if I do not feel it is up to the industry standard or my standard. So sometimes it could end up being the end of the day. You got to call the customer back. That vehicle's not getting done today. It'll be ready first thing tomorrow morning.
What are sort of pay do you expect?
My pay expectations, because of the fact that I have a lot of my own tools, tens of thousands of dollars worth of tools of my own, and many diagnostic scanners with subscriptions that I'm paying for out of my own pocket, I am looking around $35 an hour flat rate and a 30-hour guarantee.
How does your previous experience relate to the jobs we have here?
So my previous experience when I was a civilian, the last shop I worked at was in a very nice town, great economy. and a lot of what people drove were Bentley, Benz, Beamers, and a lot of my coworkers didn't like to touch those vehicles. They didn't have the service publications. They didn't have the required tools to fix these vehicles, but I did, and I had the interest to service them. So I ended up getting dumped all the work when it came to European vehicles. I got first pick, and they all came to me. So most of my experience before the military was working on European vehicles.
What are your plans for the future?
My plans for the future, in the next 5-10 years, I want to become lead diagnostic technician. That is what I'm striving to do. I take a lot of interest in it. Um, 20, 30 years from now, I would like to see myself in the management side, sustaining the customer base you have now, same client base, and growing with it.
What are you looking for this sort of position? Why are you looking for this sort of position, and why here?
So, like I said from my previous experience of working with European vehicles, Mercedes ended up being my favorite. Um, just the style of the car and the technologies they're constantly coming out with. I follow on social media a influencer known as Christopher Manning. He is on Instagram known as Dr. AMG, and I view all the things that he does. He is a Mercedes master technician, and all these videos he posts, and tutorials, and little things he does of how he fixes things and just the environment. I relate to a lot of what he does, and is a big inspiration. Looking to stabilize in this area. This is where I'm going to plant my boots, and I don't plan on going anywhere else or living anywhere else. So I would like to grow within the company here.
Why don't you tell me about your personal situation?
My personal situation, biggest thing, just coming out of the military. I got this job right now, where I'm back in the shop working on civilian vehicles, becoming more familiar, acquainted with them since I've been out the last few years. Working on military vehicles as a military mechanic. I've taken this job I currently have to help myself transition back to the civilian life, and I would say the rest of my matter follows suit with that. I'm still transitioning back to civilian life.